But
It's
that was
common
15,
sense.
20 that was 15, 20 years ago. The game.
Yeah, but Cal, I don't fall in for that trap, mate. You can still play it. You can still play it, bro.
There is no Mane in the market anyway.
That's what I'm saying. There's no Mane, and again,
Yeah, so we can't keep thinking that way, though.
Like our greatest attacker of the last generation was a left footer, and we never played him left wing. There was a reason for that.
Yeah, but football has changed. It's not the same thing.
He could only play there. That's why. You know what I mean?
No, because
other players don't play all round.
If Salah was played left wing as opposed to right wing, he'd be half the player.
Yeah, but hang on. You want to buy?
We know that, but Salah didn't play with Isak like as a striker or a TK.
We've got a focal
Salah
point
played with more fluid players.
So you're saying if we had Isak, you'd play Salah on the left wing.
Did you enjoy watching Bournemouth last season?
Yeah, they were good to watch.
Okay, do you deny that in games you used to witness Scroopy down the middle, on the right and on the left in the same game?
Yes, I'm not disputing that.
So it's going to be a fluid situation. The only player that I think is going to have the same exact position is Isak. That's it. I think the three around him will rotate. That's all.
Go against the grace sometimes, Cal. You know what I mean?
You may even
you're saying 20 years ago, all that stuff.
Right. You may say something worse than Barcola on the right. For like a 10-minute period, you might see Wirtz on the right.
Well,
and then
Tom just said play Szoboszlai on the right. What foot is Szoboszlai? Right foot, right? So there you go. So come on, man.
Because all I want Szoboszlai to do in that case is drift in. So if you want to talk about Bournemouth last year, when you're looking at Iraola, you've got to talk about what his history is. Iraola, outside of a period of time where he had all of Evan Nielsen, Ouattara and Semenyo fit and available, which wasn't all that long. His front four would be whatever 10 he went for, or whatever second striker he went for, Clive or Krupi or whoever. Semenyo on the right, and then Ryan on the right, who was his replacement. Evan Nielsen up front, or Solanke up front, who was the two strikers. And Tavernier on the left. Tavernier is a left-footed attacking midfielder playing off the left, drifting inside and playing also almost as a left 10, giving the left back, either Kerkez or Traffé, the license to bomb on. So all I'm saying is, do that on the fucking right, where you've got, who have we got on the right? You've got Szoboszlai, who can do that, because that was what he did at Leipzig when he was playing with Olmo. Olmo would play on the left, Szoboszlai would play on the right, they drift inside, they give the license to the full-backs. Or, if you want another in-house solution...
Wasn't that time that they had Nkunku?
Yeah, Nkunku plays the false nine as well.
The thing is, Tom, the problem is that doesn't work with Isak. It just doesn't.
Oh my God. They had other strikers than fucking Nkunku as well. They had Pulse.
But it doesn't work with
They had
Isak.
Silva. How did it not work with Isak? Oh my fucking God.
It doesn't work with Isak.
Can I just say another thing as well? At Borussia Dortmund, Klopp played a 4-2-3-1 with an actual 10 and an actual out-and-out striker. At Liverpool, he never did that. So what makes you think just because Iraola did something at Bournemouth and it worked there that he's going to say, well, if it worked there, I'm definitely going to do that at Liverpool? He might not.
Tom is right on that.
I'm saying he can do it because
Tom
it's the only in-house solution we have. We have an in-house solution. And Iraola, in every single fucking interview, has been saying the reason they've hired me is because of how I played at Bournemouth. So why would I change the way I played at Bournemouth?
The reason we
I agree.
The difference is with Klopp and Iraola.
And personnel and tactics are very different. You can have the same philosophy and play different tactics. Klopp came to Liverpool with the same philosophy.
But
that's
a
heavy metal
league, bro.
He never played a 4-2-3-1.
That's a different league, Cal.
I mean,
there
was multiple times
at Dortmund, his fullbacks weren't a creative hub. At Liverpool, they were. So just because he did it at Bournemouth, I'm saying don't just expect him to bring. If that's the case, then let's play Harvey.
Well, he's going to play to the player's strengths, right, Cal? That's what he's going to do, right? So
yeah, but at Bournemouth, he didn't have a Ria Engamoa.
The only available left-footed right winger that makes sense in the whole market is Diomande. Okay, let's go back to this to the beginning. Root cause. Shout out to Kurdish. The only available right winger with a left foot that makes sense, and it's not like Bowen or some young kid no one's heard about, is literally Diomande. We tried.
He's right-footed.
Guys, you know what I mean. Don't be a
bastard.
You can play with left foot as well. You can play with left foot as
well.
He's
ambidextrous. I've seen him score goals.
He's ambidextrous or whatever it is. Now you look. Yeah, you look, but it doesn't make sense. Because
No, I'm not saying it makes sense, but I'm saying he's another option.
No, but my notion is makes sense. So you have someone like that makes sense. We tried. We made the attempts. We tried for it, and then in the end it doesn't work. So now what's the best thing to do? Find the best left winger and have a fluid situation. That's the reality, because the right wing market stinks. We were on Kopish on Friday and Drifty went through the right wingers, and
awful.
there's no one there that's available.
So can I ask a question, guys? Genuine question here. We're sitting there saying we can play Sobozla on the right, could play Frimpong on the right, could play anyone on the right. If that's not the case, then, and again, I don't want this to happen. I really don't. God knows I really don't. But if that's the case, why wouldn't you go and get a minute? If you're saying you want your right winger to just do the basics, then why not just go and get Minter?
The reason why, first of all, none of us said we want the right winger to do the basics. No one said we wanted to do the basics.
Cal, what?
Number two is trash. Number three, I don't think anything that me, Fuzzy, and Tom mentioned about fluidity, Minte can do. Minte is not a fluid player at all. He runs
what does he do?
Dribbling. He's only good in spaces. He's not good against low blocks.
No. Does he create chances? Does he score goals? What's his like?
Yeah, he has 3 goals in 37 games.
I'm not saying he's great at anything. I'm not saying
he got outscored by Jean-Paul.
We've got a focal point now. The focal point needs supply, right?
Van Heck,
no, you're right. He's got a focal point, but he might be surrounded by better players. Again, I'm not saying I want him. In the same way, I'm not saying I necessarily want Neto or any of these.
I mean, like a stopgap until we get the right person.
I'm just saying, I think we need an actual right winger rather than doing a shoehorn thing. Like, the league is stronger now. I hate to say it, and I didn't think I'd be saying this. If Chelsea get Rodgers and Lacroix over the line, and with Xabi Alonso there, they automatically become a stronger team. Man United are going to strengthen. Arsenal are going to strengthen. City are going to strengthen. Everyone keeps on saying, but City might drop because of Maresca. We've got a new manager as well with a worse squad. Like, so that's 4 teams already. Again, Aston Villa are very up and down. So I can't really.
And
call
Chelsea
that.
are up and down.
Spurs are going to be a whole nother proposition this season. So what I'm saying is maybe, just maybe, we need to just go and get an out-and-out right winger, even if it's not the name we like or want, because we need balance in this team.
But okay. If you're wanting a winger on the right, what does Minte do better than Engamoa?
That's what I want to know.
Hold on, once again, did I say we should go and get Minter?
Yes, that's why we're on this discussion. That's what we're here.
You just said it 30 seconds ago.
I can't believe, Carl, you just said that, man.
I literally said
about all 3 of us
times.
are triggered. You just said it. Are you mad? You just said it, Cal.
Hold on. I said about 4 times I don't want us to get Minter. I pray to God we don't get Minter. But if we were to go for someone like that, would it not make more sense than playing Szoboszlai there? Are you guys not listening to what I'm saying or just crashing out?
No, but it wouldn't make sense to get Minte because Minte can't play against slow blocks. He's not efficient in front of goal.
I wouldn't be asking Minte to do the same job as Szoboszlai.
Stop. Would it not be better to play Minter there rather than playing Szoboszlai? I didn't say go and get
No,
Minter.
it would not. No, it would not.
I'm
thinking Szoboszlai. Okay, the reason why I'm thinking Szoboszlai over Minte is because at least... No, 1 second. Because at least I can guarantee Szoboszlai can deliver a good ball. Guaranteed.
If you're asking me Minte or Szoboszlai, it's a pointless comparison because I wouldn't ask them to do the same job.
No
saying play Szoboszlai on the right,
my answer. Szoboszlai over Minte all day.
If I'm saying play Szoboszlai off the right, notice I'm saying off the right, not on the right, off the right. It means that what I want him to do is Vert's going to go and drift to the left side and be that left 10 that we fucking bought a summer ago, who sits in that left channel and picks the ball up there. And Szoboszlai comes into the right channel. And then, the 2 attacking fullbacks that we've got, because we haven't got a fucking defensive one on the right, they get to attack. Now, the dilemma there, because, as I've said, there is no simple solution because the squad isn't perfect. Left back, we have a problem there because Kerkez doesn't really have a spot then, because if everyone's coming in, if Vert's drifting over, Szoboszlai's drifting inside, the fullback's bombing on, the left wing is staying wide, unless Kerkez stands on the touchline and runs up and down the touchline like he's got a wide attached to him, he's not going to have the space there. So maybe that's the only problem that I could see us running into on that case.
Which is why I said about balance.
But I don't need to spend 80 million quid on Minte, who is worse at any option I've got currently on the right for balance. I would sooner play Rio or Munoz on the right for balance where the right winger stays wide.
So,
I
all right,
choose
so
that.
let me get this straight. So Munoz is better than Minter.
Yes.
Based on what? Come on, guys, man. On a real.
Because Munoz is an academy graduate. He is fundamentally sound. Minte is not fundamentally good at all, bro. You know this.
You haven't watched Munoz play, bro.
Habibi, La Liga comes on beIN Sport. We watch Osasuna in the background every now and then. They had that striker, that the guy that moved to Fenerbahce this summer, Merechechi or whatever his name is, who was like the second or third highest scorer in La Liga. I'm not an expert on La Liga, but because on beIN Sports, I get the French league and the Spanish league. Sometimes when I'm doing a show, I have a game on in the background. That's it.
Cool, but sometimes we can just sit here and go, I've never watched Munoz play, so I can't say he's better.
You know, Callum, what pisses me off? Let me tell you what, Fuzzy, sorry. Let me tell you what pisses me off. What pisses me off is players who don't have fundamentals. Minte is not fundamentally... Wait. Minte is not fundamentally good. And you're overpaying. So people's problem with Barcola is we're going to overpay. Barcola in a regular market is worth in that 70 to 80 range, and you're going to have to pay probably around 110 to get him, right? We agree.
We're over about Barcola's price.
No, 1 second, we're overpaying. Minte in a regular market is worth 20 million. He scored 3 goals in however many games at Brighton this season. He's been outscored by their centre back. Playing for Brighton, who are an offensive team. I've watched games where Brighton won 3-0 and he still looked like the worst player on the pitch. Because when you put on that Liverpool shirt, automatically you're going to come up against slow blocks. Automatically you're going to have to be good in tight spaces. Guess what? Yes, to answer your question, Tom is right. Szoboszlai is better in tight spaces. He's better against slow blocks. He's better fundamentally. He's better technically. So you damn right I'd rather have Szoboszlai on the right than Minte all day.
On the right wing, Sobo is better than all those things.
Yes. Yeah, 100% yes. Because,
like,
bro, he even played that for Hungary.
I'm not going to argue. There's no point me arguing because you guys are just crashing out because I mentioned Minter's name, but you're actually not understanding what I'm trying to get at here.
Because he's shit.
You're doing it again. You're shouting for no reason.
I'm not shouting.
You literally are just shouting.
I'm not shouting. But he's trash, though. You know he's trash.
Not once have I said,
Callum, you know he's trash. Honestly, is he trash? Be honest.
Once again, I'm not saying go and get Minter. I'm saying go and get a right winger that provides balance. You guys are saying place the Szoboszlai there because he's got this or got that. And if I place the Szoboszlai more centrally so Frimpong can get the freedom of the pitch and all this, okay, cool. But I'm saying where's the balance? Because Kerkez, in my opinion, is my best attacking fullback. So if I'm doing that on the right, that means I'm limiting Kerkez's game, which means I've got to use Kerkez more in the build-up. And we saw last season that didn't work very well. So hence why I want one of my midfielders to drop into the middle, collect the ball from the defense, or move up with the defense. My fullbacks bomb on because Kerkez and Frimpong are best at doing that. Have my wingers be able to do both touchline and central areas. If I've got Szoboszlai on the right, I'm hampering the team because I also need Szoboszlai in the middle because no one's got more energy. Tom, let me land. No one's got more energy than him in the middle. No one's got a long-range shot like him in the middle. No one can dictate a game like him in the middle from what we have right now. So if I'm forcing Szoboszlai out on the right, I'm stifling his game, which is stifling Liverpool's game. We saw Szoboszlai on the right for Liverpool last season, and it hampered him and it hampered Liverpool. Hence why I'm saying the name, yes, we can argue and debate about the name. I don't want Minter, but I'm saying, would it not be better to get a natural right winger to provide balance for the team rather than just getting a player and shifting them over? I'm talking about balance. Teams that win the league are based on balance. Our midfield when we were winning the league was Hendo, Gini, Fabinho. Not the most glamorous midfield, but guess what? It gave us balance because that midfield said, all right, Trent, Robbo, you go do your thing because we'll cover you. Firmino, you can drop him because we've got
win the league is not based on balance. It's based on quality.
It's not. So you're telling me Arsenal weren't the best balanced team last season?
No, they were the highest quality team.
Come on, Husam. Arsenal were the best.
It's not just balanced, though. You're making it a balanced thing. Okay, shall we sign Pedro Neto then?
No, I'm not. Again, I've said no. But this notion that
so you wouldn't take Neto, but Neto brings the balance.
You guys you're literally not listening to what I'm saying, man.
I am listening. So I give you a balanced player. Pedro Neto.
How can we sit here and go that Arsenal weren't the most balanced team last season when they won the league?
Okay, are you going to take Pedro Neto at Liverpool?
Probably not, no.
But he brings the balance.
But I'd rather Neto play right wing than Szoboszlai.
Okay. So would you take Neto for balance reasons then?
If it was if he's the only option on the market and it's a balance reason, then yeah, I'd have to.
Okay, here's the problem now. This is where me and you disagree. Chelsea fans are happy to sell us Neto. Why? Because he's been trash at Chelsea. Now, my thing is the following. This is not just a matter of balance. This is also a matter of quality. Because in case everyone's forgot, a year ago, we signed Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. When we sign players of that level, we intend to build towards something. So it's not just a question of balance. It's also a question of quality. The player doesn't just need to bring balance to the team. The player needs to bring a level of quality to the side. Whether it's efficiency, whether it's creativity, whether it's goal scoring, something needs he needs to bring something to the table. That's why we all got triggered when he mentioned Minte. Why? Because yes, I would literally rather Szoboszlai even for balance down the right-hand side over Minte.
No, that's
because
fair,
I think Minte brings nothing to the game.
But all right, but Husam, you guys will all crash out and go, well, Minte only got 3 goals for Brighton in a team last season. But then again, when I brought Bowen to the table, who got bare goals and assists, it was he's too old. So what's the balance that you guys want?
No, but we were taking the piss out of you with Bowen. You know this.
On a real, what do you guys want from your right winger?
I want a right winger that is technically sound, that can get past his fullback, and that is creative. Very simple.